Top of the morning, we here. How we looking? How we looking, yeah? Talk to me. Talk to me. I'm right here. It's hot in here, man. I did not expect it to be this warm up in here, right? But we here. We're gonna get started. Close this. We're gonna get started, man. I ain't think it was gonna be this warm up in here, to be honest. I got on long sleeves. Alright. We're gonna get started. Maybe I'll move this over like this. Let me see. Give it to y'all right there. That's better, right? That's a better view, huh? Is that a better view? That's a better view, right? Looking real professional in here, man. I'm gonna take my hat off. It's hot. I'll put the hat right here. We'll market the brand. Y'all can see the hat right there. We'll market the brand. Come on up in here. Oh, the Zone got some fights on. Okay. The Zone got some fights on this morning. Top of the morning, WCS. Top of the morning. Just setting up this stream. I got the content is out already. Shout out to the team. Undeniable content. Literature, post. Caden, what up, man? How you been? Caden, hit the like button, man. I ain't seen you in a while over here, Caden. Hopefully all is well with you. Happy holidays. We don't say Merry Christmas. We say Happy Holidays, man. Because if you know the real meaning of Christmas, when you enlighten, you get it. But if you do want to purchase some Christmas gifts, we do have merchandise available. Hit me up. You know, we just don't say it. Like a lot of people be like, yo, merchandise on deck. No, we actually have the merchandise. My scrap notes right here. We actually have the merchandise on deck. But I want to get just a little feedback. If you're not, in the jealous fan zone bushes and stuff, right? I want to get a feedback on some reactions. See, I don't wait anymore for, the audience or the listeners to respond as far as when I start putting out my literature now. I just do a quick assessment. And we are currently over 7,000 subs. Thank you. Slowly but surely, we getting there. Dark Horse, salute to you as well. Ah, man, you got an archery tournament, man. Hopefully you win. We rooting for you to get the W, man. Yo, if you get that W, man, you got to come back over here, man. You got to come back over here if you get the win. Definitely come back over here. All right, but we are live now on YouTube, on StreamYard. So pull up over there if you want to be down with the discussion. Real quick, we want to talk about this Anthony Joshua. I'm gonna throw my specs on. Appreciate those likes, man. I'm gonna throw my specs on real quick so I can look cool, right? I know the saying, it's cool when they do it, huh? Right? It's cool when they do it. Let's just see how we're looking over here first. I want to get a live look in. I want to see how we look. I want to see how we look and we live. No, you're welcome, Caden. You are the future, young man. And it's good that you're being productive and active, which is always good. All right, that is always good that you are active, man. Oh yeah, Dark Horse. That was the knockout of the night. When he did the look, you see how I killed it right there. I just did it. The ankle touch to uppercut. Ah man, I wasn't live streaming for that, but damn, that was it right there. That was the joint. I like that. 50-year-old man. He looked good too. He looked real good. He looked awesome. Cash App. Right? We're gonna get this up here, man. $1. That's all it takes. $1. Cause I like to put this out there because I like to get the naysayers up out of here. I don't want their fellowship. Right? And I know when I put this up there, Cash App $1 or Zelle, it makes them get up out of here. Right? And that's what we on. Because too many of these dudes that call themselves content creators don't even support content. They've been in the bushes. They've been in the bushes for so long, and it's time to get rid of them. Stay in the bushes. Yeah, we have grown the platform. Right in front of your face. Yeah, Silver's 50 years old. He look good though, man. Man, I was talking crazy about him, and then he just did that knockout. It's like, damn, he's a 50-year-old man. Me and my daughter, Coach Reen, we threw the fight party last night. Me and Coach Reen. Yes, we all live now, y'all. Pull up a chair. Yo, what's the name? Tyrone Woodley shot. Stick a fork in him. He talking about he took the fight on short notice. He shot, man. All right, top of the morning, y'all. This is the news by Shaw News Media Marketing Management, consulting agent Shaw News Boxing LLC, man. Put some respect on the source. Team Jones, get it right, man. Shaw News Boxing LLC. Quick reaction to last night's festivities. Netflix and chill is what Anthony Joshua posted. Jake Paul's jaw was wired, broken in 2 places. I just left the gym. We were all in agreement in the gym, right? Because it's being reported that Jake Paul roughly made upwards of 80 million, so to say. He's looking at that much from that event. You say, how could that be possible? Well, if you look at the event, and we always talk about events. Remember when PBC used to do the events? It could be possible, right? Well, let me get in the camera frame. It definitely could be possible, right? When you look at, move that over. We're gonna move that over. Right? When you look at the event, right? When you actually look at the event, right? And you see what took place, you say, nah, they couldn't have made that money, right? But see, me personally, I look at Netflix as a billion-dollar corporation, right? But then you're seeing the sponsors. You're seeing KFC, Credit One, and God knows whoever else, right? And then you see all the countless leeches. There was a lot of leeches in there trying to cling to some of that. So they might have made that type of money. They might have made that type of money. It was on Netflix, right? Netflix got a limitless budget, so to say, right? But I don't want to get into that because that might be too deep. But I do have the board right here if we do need to get into that. But I won't. I'll save that for another live stream. But I just want to get a grasp on your take of the fight. I thought the fight was rather entertaining. I ain't gonna hold you, because Jake Paul. And we was talking about this at the gym, and feel free to give your assessment. Jake Paul, I don't think it was staged at all, because he was running, but he wasn't running. He was moving. I'm gonna call that moving. People talking about running. No, he knew he was in there, and what happened to him happened at the end. He got his jaw broke, right? But that's why he was in there moving. He was on his bicycle from the onset, and he said, "Why your background look like that?" Because I'm in a professional settings, brother. How is my background supposed to look, man? How is it? Yes, do your thing, Caden. Wish you well, right? Um, but he was moving. He wasn't trying to get hit. Elizabeth, how you doing? Salute, Elizabeth. Smash the like button. He was moving, right? And I think he got tired, right? It showed. That's why he got trapped off in the sixth round, and AJ finished him off. But AJ did the job, man. If AJ did not do the job, it would have been a bad look for boxing. It would have, man. But I think by AJ breaking his jaw and laying him out, I wanted him to lay him out how he did Francis Ngannou, but he could not get to him like that. But he still did. He still did, man. And like I said, it took him a little bit of time, but when he got a hold of him, he took him out. He says, "Coach, motivation. Jake Paul was tired and he got hit with something mean before he did, man. He got his jaw broke, Tom. 17 in the building. I need $17. Everybody put $1 in the Cash App, man. 17 in the building, man. Content, man. We're talking Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua. I liked it, the fight, man. The only fight I did not like, and I was, if you was following my fight party, it kind of put me to sleep, was Alicia Baumgardner, man. That shit was a snooze fest, respectfully. She didn't need to fight 3-minute rounds. You're not a 3-minute round fighter. You are, as far as you want to make it seem like, no, you need 2 minutes, because they wasn't busy enough for me, man. And then she felt some type of way about the girl that was calling her out. That's who you need to fight. That's the same shit you was doing to Clarissa Shields. Me personally, I don't like Alicia Baumgardner right now, man. Maybe it's because what she did to my guy, Tony Harrison. And maybe it's because she's with Derrick James. But she looks like shit again, man. Derrick James, respectfully, and I don't care who doesn't like this, you know my stance on him. He's not a good coach, man. It shows. He is not a good coach. He said, why didn't put his hands up? Why he didn't put his hands up? Who, Jake Paul? Jake Paul did. Jake Paul was trying, man. He was in there with an Olympian, a world-class, former, legit heavyweight champion. The inevitable happened to him. He got his jaw wired. But as far as being able to move around for 6 rounds, that's impressive. Let's not take that away from him. Because the guys that's coming on here right now, and I was just in the boxing gym, right? They couldn't do what I just did in the boxing gym. I think I did about a round and a half. 2 rounds the most on a heavy bag. Right? That's 6 minutes. These guys that's going to come on here and talk about Jake Paul and this, that. Jake Paul was in there with the creme de la creme. Y'all going to say, man, AJ ain't the creme. He's a former heavyweight champion. Damn near undisputed. That's the creme de la creme, man. Baddest man in the planet, man. That's what they always used to consider the heavyweight champion. Remember Mike Tyson's days? Put it in the comment section if you know what I'm talking about. Yes, Christ is Lord. Appreciate that, Jordan. Right? Jesus loves you as well. He loves you as well, right? Put $1 in the Cash App, right? $1 in the Cash App. Donate to the church. This is the Church of the Source, man. As you can see, look, your donations went to a good cause. We have grown. And I want to say to all of the dudes that attempted to get in the way, y'all know who y'all are. I got y'all on the list. Fuck y'all. Y'all are going to stay in the bushes. I'm going to make y'all uncomfortable because I'm going to continue to grow in your face. And you guys are going to be cowards, lizards, and all of that. Yes. I put $1 in the Cash App. Yeah. Bruce Gas, what's going on? Bruce, what was your thoughts on the fight? Dark Horse in the building over here, man. Yo, Tom, man, get my man little whatever Dower official up out of here, man. He said Jake Paul is a YouTube boxer who turned himself into a main event. Yo, he did, man. Well, listen, when it comes to the business side, what he has been able to accomplish in boxing, he's, ran the table. Even as a fighter, right? And I'll put this in perspective for y'all, man. If y'all steal my shit, please, just quote me, man. Even as a fighter, there you go, Tom, get him up out of here, right? Even as a fighter, what he has been able to do is remarkable. I'm going to tell you why. I think when he had 13, 14 fights, he fought a guy that Deontay Wilder couldn't get in the ring, or Tyson Fury. Anthony Joshua, he got him in the ring, man. That's impressive. He got the fight before these guys that we actually wanted to see fight him. Before what I'm hearing, AJ and what's the name? Lennox Lewis said it last night. He was watching the telecast. He said that fight is signed. That's what Lennox Lewis said. Shout out to Bruce Gas. Let's get to the comments. Yo, look, we are rocking multiple streams, y'all. Go figure, came a long way. AJ carried him like he was supposed to, and then when he could, he blasted him out. You think he carried him? I don't think he carried him, Bruce. I just think AJ, he could not cut off the ring. He was trying, but I think Jake Paul finally slowed down, and he couldn't keep moving anymore. And then his lack of experience, 6'7", yeah, 6'7". His lack of experience caught up to him, right? He didn't know how to really clinch and hold and certain things that probably could have got him over. If he was more diverse, I think he could have made it through because he was there, the 6th round. But he just ran out of gas. He said, Coach, I didn't know the haters be coming out. They come out all the time, Tom. They come out all the time, man. Look, now they come out because for so long, they always wanted me to believe that I wasn't doing numbers. But my analytics are showing different. We're at 7,000 subs. My subs keep going up organically, too. Shout out to one of my young boys that I'm working with now behind the scenes. He told me yesterday, because, I got the media marketing company, man, Serious Inquiries. I've been working with a lot of different fighters now, right? And I'm not even disclosing my business, but one of the guys that I'm working with, I did something, and he was like, yo, why I don't never see your post? I was like, because they want you not to see it. They want me to believe that nobody watches my shit. That's why you don't see it. He was like, yo, you got fire. I said, yeah, that's what I do now, man. And I got, like I said, I got a team with me now, man. I put out a fire AJ post. I got damn near, I think like 600, right? That shit's be moving, man. It's been like that since day one, Jackal Fitness Day. They can't tell me different. And I have the receipts and the fake influencers that attempted to emulate a copy to prove it. But Bruce Gas said he thought he carried him. I don't think he carried him. AJ was trying to knock his block off. He was just out the ring for 15 months. His timing was off. AJ always was, to me, rock'em sock'em robot. He's not elusive like this, right? I'll tell you, he's sweet Caroline. Like he tried to come out loose yesterday, right? As y'all people, he came out to even though what we do is wrong. He tried to come out loose, but he's like this big, stiff, robotic. He's all hair. He's a massive man, yo. Did you see how big and massive he was, Tom? That's a big, massive ass man, yo. He's not a game, man. He's definitely not a game, man. But I liked it, the fight, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I said, the only fight that I did not like was Alicia Bumgarner's, man. That shit put me to sleep. That's why I didn't do the fight party live. I was like, because I didn't want to fall asleep, man. Her shit was 12 boring rounds. 12 boring rounds. He said AJ did what Mike should have done. Mike couldn't do it, man. Dark horse. Mike Tyson is an old man. That's why they fought. Mike Tyson got bad feet. He could not cut off the ring like that. Mike Tyson is an old man. But Jake Paul did what Andre Ward was going to do to him. Tank Davis was going to do it to him. But see, he was smart. He knew if Tank Davis knocked him out like that, because that's what Tank Davis was going to do to him. Tank Davis was not going to take the script and knock him out. But if Tank Davis would have knocked him out, the hype train would have been over. But by him getting knocked out by Anthony Joshua, and you can see the narrative that is out there, right? He looks like a warrior. He laced him up with an Olympic gold medalist, former unified heavyweight champion, won 6 rounds, got his jaw broke. Right? So it's a good look for him in that sense. And now his audience, the audience that he brings out, he is a hero in their eyes. Because remember, he's the Disney kid. He's a YouTuber that made it all the way to the grand scheme of things to face the former heavyweight champion. But hey, what do I know, right? He said, bet you won't tell Mike that to... I would. I know Mike Tyson. My family knows Mike Tyson. I'll tell him that. Mike wouldn't be offended. Mike got paid, dummy. What is your name? Somebody get him up out of here. I'm about to roast him real quick. Mike Tyson sold that fight, man. Mike Tyson sold that. Mike Tyson has bad feet. Mike Tyson's health isn't the best. Like, what are you talking about, man? Get your punk ass up out of here, man. Yo, somebody get him. Matter of fact, I'll get you up out of here on my own. Watch this. I can go over here. What is your name? The Black Jinx, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Somebody, I wouldn't tell him that to his face, man. I'll tell you to suck my dick to my face, man. Shut up, man. Bounce up out of here, man. Suck a dick, man. Part of my language, y'all. Part of my language, man. He said, why are you looking at his feet? No, dog. All right, let me get to this guy too now. Crypto Keeper. His feet are bad, dummy. You're another dummy, right? No, it's not a foot fetish. It's boxing terminology, stupid. And I'm gonna get you up out of here too. You heard? Thank you for coming through though, man. Come back under a fake account now. See you later. Right? You're the weirdo, right? Yo, I'm bouncing these guys up out of here, man. Yeah, Jake's jaw's broke, man. You see Shadow Company. Did you see that shot he got hit with? That's my thumbnail. Man, he wired his jaw. That's what I tell dudes. I'm like, y'all wire your jaw, man. If you hit him at the right spot, yo, your jaw's gonna break. That's where he caught him at. And Jake wasn't biting down. Jake wasn't like this. Remember, Jake was doing all that dumb shit. That's why he got his jaw broke. He was doing all that dumb shit. Right? He got his jaw broke, man. He should have been biting down. But man, he got heart though, man. He got in there, yo. AJ is a massive man. A massive, massive man. He said when the homies think they could get past you with alternative accounts. Yeah, man. I got that dude up out of here, man. Listen, they in the bushes. Yo, Shadow, they in the bushes, man. My channel was growing. The platform, me as a streamer, YouTube, boxing, character, whatever, right? I'm killing this shit now, man. They're mad. Cause most of these dudes, they was in the boxing bushes, right? They've been in the boxing bushes. Now they see how I just give it up. I kill the boxing content, real content. Like most of these dudes that call themselves boxing content creators, right? They don't even have a catalog of boxing, nothing other than coming online and gossiping. That's not content. That's not content. That's why they're weirdos, man. They're weirdos, man. Stay in the weirdo section in the jealous fan zone bushes or go buy some pussy. I can line that up for you. You want to buy some pussy? Right? I know a lot of hoes, man. I know a lot of hoes. I say, get them girls. You want to buy some pussy? That's what some of you niggas need to do, man. And when I drop that, when I drop my Fillmore Slim shit, because I got some receipts on some of your favorite, what I like to call lame niggas. They lame. They call themselves hating on a player. It's like, nigga, no, you a trick. You out here tricking. Right? So go trick. You ain't who you say you is, nigga. How Mano said these niggas ain't who they say they is. And when I drop that documentary, the Fillmore Slim Shop Chronicles, oh man. You done, brother. I got all your DMs. You was pillow talking, hating. I got all your DMs. Just go buy the pussy, nigga. Like hating on a player doesn't get you the pussy. Just spend your bag. Because that's what you want to do. You want to spend. So go spend the bag, get the pussy, and I'm going to spend the bag too. You do have options, man. Sauce, man. How's the content looking, y'all? How's the content looking, y'all? Spend the bag, player.
Shout out to Marians. Have a good day, buddy.
This is the Source Experience. News by Shaw News. But hey, what do I know?
Yes, what do I know? Now back to regular scheduled programming, man. Appreciate you, Bruce. He says you putting in that work. Yeah, man, we just grown, Bruce. We doing what we do, man. God is good, man. Like, but Bruce, and all the others that's in here, this is no overnight grind. Yeah, they sat in the bushes and watched this, man. This is right here. This right here, I think I got 2 years in here now. This is 2 years of development, man. Come in here. That's why I said put $1 in the Cash App, y'all. $1 in the Cash App, $1 in the Zelle. It goes to a good cause. We're growing. We're growing. Look at the literature I put out. I put out some fire literature already. Look, I'll show you. Right? The fire literature is out right now. So, come support real content making and real content. Right? That's the behind the source views right there. But look at the literature I put out, right? Now all this is helping to fund the war right here, look. Thumbnails, artwork, look. Here it is right here. One of the articles that I dropped. Are y'all following this? Look, Shaw News Boxing LLC source check. Heavyweight reality. Anthony Joshua stops Jake Paul in round 6. Judgment Day delivered exactly what the game expected. No games, no debate. On December 19th in Miami, Joshua did what elite heavyweights do. He closed the show. Jake Paul showed composure in a hard early, but fundamentals plus grown man power equals levels. By round 6, the gap was undeniable. Analysts called it experience versus ambition, and experience cashed out. Paul didn't embarrass himself. See, that's what I was saying. That's why I want to get a read from you guys now. But Joshua reminded everyone, this isn't YouTube. This is heavyweight boxing. No controversy, no excuses. Just reality. Growth over gimmicks. Levels over narratives. Source verified. There it is right here. Look at this article, though. Great article right here. See? Look at the artwork. See? Broke his jaw, man. See, his mouth was wide open. His mouth was open like that all night. Joshua scored a clean knockdown. Is there anyone else? CW Thumbnails. Look, fire, man. We working, man. Donate to the channel, man. It's cool when they do it. Shout out to this young man right here. There's no secret that I work with him, right? Amani Gaston. He is performing today in Rochester, New York, right? He is a 3-time Metro champion. But that is Amani Gaston right there. The weigh-ins was at 10:30. Now, a lot of you guys sit online, you sit in the bushes, you watch the work, but you don't acknowledge it. It doesn't matter anymore, man. Right? It doesn't matter anymore. My receipts are so prominent now, man, that I just come on now and I just deliver my eulogies. This is a eulogy right here. Look at this one right here. This is all over. See, the real players are taking me serious now because they know I'm not going nowhere. I'm only getting better. I'm only getting better, man. Right? We are only getting better. Shadow says, when I saw Jake was stumbling for the first time, yo, listen, his legs, right? Yo, Shadow, hold on, let me put that right here, man. You said he was stumbling, right? Yo, Shadow, you know what we call that? His tires were going flat, man. See, if I was calling the fight last night, but I stopped calling it because it took the Alicia Bumgarner fight. That's why I don't do fight parties like that, man. That shit was so boring. It put me to sleep, man. But all jokes aside, Shadow, right? I think it might have been the 4th round, right? Look, I can demonstrate. The behind the scenes are gonna be able to see it. Y'all over here won't be able to see it. Maybe you will. Hold on. Yo, that nigga did like this, right? Check the vibes out, right? All right, y'all can see it, right? Yeah, I ain't gonna move too much, right? I think it was like the 4th or the 5th round, right? Yo, that nigga Anthony Joshua hit that nigga in the side. What we like to call, he hit him like in the head, right? See, I know boxing. I watch boxing. Yo, he hit him with they would say it's a legal blow, a dirty blow is boxing. Yo, he hit him right here. It was like in the mix. He hit him right here. Yo, that nigga Jake felt it. Yo, the Matrix kicked in. Yo, Jake was backing up. That nigga said, right? Yo, he caught himself. He was like this, right? I said, oh, he's done. Yeah, I told Coach Reed, I said, oh, he's done. His mobility is getting limited now, man. Because prior to that, remember, he was all right here. Look, he was on the ropes. He was doing all this. He was feeling good. When AJ clipped him in the hip right here, he took that air out that tire, man. Yo, that air went out that tire. He couldn't move like that no more. Yes. Oh, that's a good one. Hold on. Yo, you get a star for that. He said he had him waddling like a penguin. He did. He did, man. See, we call that the scorpion strike. He paralyzed him. And then, man, yo, listen. It was only a matter of time, right? I didn't think AJ was going to clean him up like that, man. That's why when these people say, yo, that shit was staged, nah, man. If it was staged, AJ would have did, look, I'm going to tell you, the fight that wasn't staged, but they had warrior compassion for one another. Yo, when Anderson Silva popped off Tyrone Woodley's head, I was calling that. Yo, Tyrone Woodley was done. He was done. What's the name do? He touched gloves with him, and then the ref waved it off. Right? That was warrior compassion, because he could have jumped right on him and really did him dirty, but he didn't. And they waved it off because he was out on his feet. That uppercut cleaned him up. He was drunk. But AJ, right, he landed that big, massive right hand and said, yo, welcome to the big leagues, brother. He said, yeah, to AJ said like this. AJ, bro. Yeah, he said, welcome to the big leagues, brother. But yeah, it was entertaining, man. He said, now, imagine had Jake would have, man. Yo, George Foreman would have killed him, fam. Don't even know. Rest in peace to George, man. Yo, George, yeah, I gotta find that video, man. Yeah, there's a video where older heavyweights that worked with George Foreman and sparred, right? They spoke about how George Foreman used to make dude like, yo, he sparring partners, man. Yo, George Foreman used to punch dudes in the throat, everywhere. Almost kill guys, man. He would have killed Jake Paul, man. That's why what Muhammad Ali was able to do against him with the rope-a-dope, that shit, yo, Ali was really touched by God, man. He was really one of those guys, man, that God really had to like touched him on the shoulder. It showed, man. Rest in peace to both of those ancestor warriors, man. Content though, man. How's the content looking, y'all? How's the content? But that was a great one. You said he had him waddling like a penguin. He did. He did. I gotta tell Coach Reem that. He did. He had him move, yo. But I called it. Yo, when that nigga did like, he did like, yeah, right? Yeah. He did like he had a Charlie horse, man. His leg locked up on him, right? I said, oh, AJ got him. He can't run now. Yeah, his bike got a flat tire, man. He can't move like that no more, man. The air got out of his tire, man. He said, did you notice how Jake was sticking? I talked about that before you came on. That's why his jaw got broke. Because he wasn't biting down. He was on his clown shit. He had his mouth open too much. But it's expected, man. He is not like a seasoned fighter. So he probably was trying to breathe out his mouth and all of that, man. Yo, listen, man. He was like a deer in the headlights, man. But I thought, listen, if he had the stamina, he could have made it. Because if he would have did what he was doing from the beginning of the fight, he was moving around. He was trying to sneak shots. Hold on. That is my daughter. Hungry. Look, I could have been rude and be like, yo, isn't your mother there? Isn't your mother there? Right? But no. Man, she made me lose thought. But I'm back. He said Jake was trying to go for. Now he was listen. Yeah, he was tired. Shadow Company. He wasn't trying to go for takedowns. He was tired, man. He didn't know how to tie up. He couldn't lock that big man up, man. He was supposed to try to lock. Like Jake was Anthony Josh was a massive, strong man. I seen him in person a couple times. He's a big dude, bro. He's the type of dude, right? And I could fight, man. I'm gonna break him down with something first, man. That nigga's big, man. He's a big brute of a man. Like I've been around a lot of the modern day heavyweights, right? He is like Deontay Wilder's a big dude, but he's tall and long. He's not, Deontay Wilder's not like massive. He's long and tall. Like Deontay Wilder kind of comes off like a basketball player or a wide receiver. He's like a Randy Moss. Anthony Joshua, he's a motherfucking defensive end. That nigga's like, if AJ ran down on me, I keep that on me. I'm backing out on him. I'm putting one in his muscle, right? He's that big, man. He's that big. I gotta neutralize him, man. He's massive, bro. He's like, look, he's the type of dude that if you've seen his physical appearance in person, he could be a bodyguard. Like if you're a celebrity, that's the type of bodyguard look you want. He's gonna be a problem. If he grabs you or if he connects on you, that's why Jake was moving the way he was moving. Dude is big, man. And you can tell he's a big, strong dude because he's stiff. He's all here with it like, sweet Caroline. He said, I saw when Jake first fell at the end. He's waiting. Oh, yeah, man. Remember, look, they said he got hit with a low blow. That nigga just kneed him. He like laid on him, man. That's a massive man, He's built like an NFL defensive end, big, strong. I remember the first time I seen him was at Madison Square Garden with Big Baby, and shit, man. When Big Baby pushed him and shit. But I was like, that's only his second time fighting in the States. Like he's just been over there protected. Like he never really fought in America, man. Madison Square Garden when he got put, and yesterday in Miami, man. But he's an icon over there, man. He's an icon, Big AJ. You see, Eddie was right there, man. That's Eddie's money, man. They made a lot of money together, man. But that's neither here nor there. He said AJ versus Paul remind me of Martin and Tommy Hearns on Martin. Nah, I think it was better than it was more entertaining. Way more entertaining, CW. It was comedy, but it was way more entertaining. Cause Jake was a deer in headlights, man. That shit wasn't staged, man. That shit wasn't staged. AJ was trying to take his head off, man. It was like that 15 months out the ring, his timing was off. And then once he hit him with that hip shot, that's when he got him. That's when he got him. He said Lennox Lewis was right when he said Jake would get tired. Yeah, man. He was moving around, man. But Andre Ward said something too, Shadow Company. Andre Ward said something. If he was more seasoned, he could have made it through. Cause he was moving around. He just didn't know how to tie up. He didn't know how to lock him up and clinch and make it ugly. He was just trying to stay on his bicycle. He was all here. Look, I'll demonstrate again. Look, I'm in a nice big room. He was all right here. Look, he was all right here, doing all this. As sometimes you gotta move. And look, his coach. Shout out to his coach. I know that guy too. He was giving him great instructions, right? Remember, he was telling him, feint them, right? See, now when he was feinting, when he was running up on him and feinting like this, he was making Anthony Joshua reset. That would have been the time to hold, right? But see, he don't know boxing. He hasn't been in the ring that long. Like when he was moving like this and a feint like that, AJ's gonna reset. That's when he could have held. He could have bought time like that, held. Walked him around the ring, walked to the center of the ring. The ref gonna break him. Then you move around. He was just trying to move. And then once he lost that mobility, it was over. It was over. But his coach was giving, like, I liked it, the fight, man. See, dudes is on here killing it, right? But CW gave the perfect analogy. It was like Martin and Tommy Hearns. But it was, AJ was really trying to knock his block off. And that's why he ended up doing it. But Jake Paul could have got through it, man. His coach gave him great instructions when he was telling him to feint. Because every time when he was feinting, remember, he caught AJ a couple times with the wild look. He caught AJ with this shit right here. Shout out to my man Jay Knight. He caught him with a Jay Knight shot, right? Watch me work, yeah. He did a fake ass feint like this and threw a wild punch like that, right? AJ ate it, but he caught him, right? The nigga did like this, right? And caught him, right? And caught him. Because, he was unorthodox. And when he feinted, it threw AJ's rhythm off, man. It threw his rhythm off, man. But, it was good shit, man. He said, hold on, let me see what CW said. He said, well, and big mistake for Jake to let AJ, he didn't. He was at it, listen, man, his car was on E. The oil light came on, that check engine light came on. He was done. He didn't let him go. He got hit in his hip. His tires went flat. He said, what up with AJ not taking off his gloves? Man, that shit was weird. Nah, CW, man, don't go there with this, man. Don't turn into that type of theory. It wasn't a fight like that, man. It wasn't a fight like that, man. And listen, AJ hits hard. AJ ain't need nothing in his gloves for that dude, man. He ain't need nothing in his gloves for fucking Jake Paul. I don't think Jake Paul can hit either though, because Jake Paul landed a good clean shot on that nigga. AJ ain't blink. That's what I knew it wasn't staged either, right? Because he caught AJ with that wild shit. Yeah, but AJ didn't blink. I said, oh man, he's in trouble. He's in trouble, man. Because listen, I seen AJ get buckled. I was at the Garden when Pillsbury Doughboy, that's what I call Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz caught that nigga in his temple. That nigga AJ did like this, right? What's his name hit him? He ain't even budged, man. He ain't budged, man. I was like, damn. But they made a shitload of money, man. See, Jake got real supporters, man. And now they really rallying for him. Because he got beat up, right? Look, he gained more popularity getting his jaw wired. Because now everybody's like, oh, he got in there. He won 6 rounds with AJ. That's why I wanted AJ. I wanted AJ to do him how he did Francis Ngannou. It would have been so much better, man. But it is what it is, man. How's the content looking, man? Shout out to CW. CW, let me go back. I played some of your thumbnails there, brother. I don't know if you caught it. Here it is, CW thumbnails. Is there anyone else? Is there anyone else? That's Jake Paul right there. Look, that is the influencer crowd right here. Look how they're looking. They're screaming at AJ, but ain't none of them running up on him. They're screaming at AJ, the mob. The mob is screaming at AJ, but they're not trying to run up on him. They seeing how he wired Jake Paul's jaw. Right? When he left out of that ring, they was admiring him, right? Did y'all see that part? All the daps he was getting, all the women. The women were hot. They wanted to take pictures with him. Right? Did y'all see that? He said, the fight reminds me of George Foreman and Joe Frazier. Yes, rest in peace to those legends too, man. Rest in peace, man. But, I just wanted people's feel on this, man. Alicia Baumgardner's fight was trash. She might want to get back with Tony Harrison. Derek James ain't it, man. That's why he was hiding. Did y'all peep that too? When she did her interview, he wasn't nowhere. He didn't even want to be around. Cause she looked like shit, man. She used to have a better style. She looked like shit. She messed up my fight party, man. I almost fell asleep, man. I had to run out and get a Mountain Energy drink, man. Because I probably would have fell asleep on the what's-the-name fight. Right, CW? She looked like trash. Didn't she, CW? She looked like PG. Pure garbage, right, CW? Did you see that? She did, right, CW? She looked like trash, man. He said, how about, that was only his second fight. He still fought like an amateur to me. Because, look, he probably could have stopped that dude, right? I like him, though. He's from around the way. My cousins and them know him down there in Maryland, D.C. area. He's a good fighter. He's learning the pro style. But he looked good. He was trying to take the dude out. Sometimes, guys, you got to, game is to be sold and not told. I'm not going to give out too much of my sauce on that. But, because, I'm at, not for nothing, Shadow Company, I'm in high demand. I give out too much free game over here, man, when it comes to boxing. These content creators sit in the bushes and they watch my shit, then they try to run with my boxing IQ and boxing mind. So I'm not really gonna go in too much on Jamal Harvey, but he's a good fighter. That was his second professional fight. It showed, right? He said Jake Paul had a problem. Joshua was getting stronger each round. Yes, Tom. Look, I don't think AJ was getting stronger, to be honest, right? Because Tom, you follow the sport. AJ runs out of gas too, right? It's just that Joshua, he wasn't in there with an actual guy that knows how to move and groove, right? And Jake, Jake caught a flat tire in the 5th or 4th round, man. AJ usually runs out of gas around the 6th or 7th, right? But it was, to me, it was very entertaining, man. I just watched it again before I went to the gym. He said, to anyone reading this, Jesus loves you too, sir. Thank you. He said, Coach, Joshua runs out of stamina when he's in there with someone throwing punches. Exactly. See, I'm gonna tell you what they banked on. They thought they was gonna make him run out of gas by moving around, but he didn't, because he really didn't. He was moving, but he wasn't moving. He wasn't moving, man. Right? But yes, Harvey's gonna be a good fighter, man. He's getting a lot of top tier work. He spars with the Russell brothers, all those guys down there. You could just tell it was his second professional fight. And he fought a guy that wasn't trying to, get laid out. He said AJ was sparring with Buddy. I don't think he was sparring. He wasn't sparring. He was trying to take his head off. That's why he broke his jaw. Skeezy, right? Is that your name, Skeezy? If they was sparring, he got his jaw broke. He said AJ made Jake his daddy. Yeah, he broke his jaw, man. But just like Coach Dennis said in the gym today, I'll get my jaw broke for 80-something million. Right? 80-something million. We need 2 more likes over here, y'all. Let's get 2 more likes over there, man. We got 8 likes on the behind the scene views, content. Right? But yeah, AJ did the job, man. AJ did the job, man. Right? Like I said, the worst fight of the night, Alicia Baumgartner, hands down. Other than that, Anderson Silva, 50-year-old man, did the look. I'm gonna give y'all the technique. Look, I'm in my bed. I ended my live stream, but I practiced that, right? I seen what he did, right? Look. Yo, he did like this. Can y'all see? The behind the scenes can see. Y'all can see over there. I'm gonna do the what's the name, right? The Anderson Silva, right? Yo, Anderson Silva did him like this. Look at the demonstration, y'all. Look, Anderson Silva was moving and grooving. He had the footwork. He said, look. Yeah, you see? Look. Yo, Anderson Silva rocked him to sleep with the ankle tuck, huh? Look, y'all ain't know Big Sauce can move, huh? Yeah, that was, to me, that was the knockout of the night, man. I got a kick out of that, man. I was like, oh, that was nice. 50 years old, man. Anderson Silva can still move and groove. You like that, right? Skeezy, you like that, right? He said Joshua was definitely trying to take his head off. Oh, yeah. Tom, man, he did. That's why he broke his jaw. He did. I respect that. I respect that. He did that for boxing. He did that for boxing, man. Yo, Tank Davis was going to do him like that. But I told you what I think the play is. Let me write this down. See, if Tank Davis, a little man, 135-pounder, would have did him like that, it would have looked bad on the Paul Brand. The Paul Brand, the Jake Paul Brand. But by him getting knocked out and stopped by, what's the name? He said, yeah, you did that, right? I did it, right? I got the moves too, baby. Squeezy, I got the moves. By him getting knocked out by Anthony Joshua, a former heavyweight champion, it's a medal. It's a badge of honor. That's why he did that, man. Because Tank Davis was going to do him like that, man. Tank Davis was going to do him like that. And I got the night silver. Tank Davis was going to do him like that. But he got knocked out by a heavyweight. So it was like a badge of honor now. Yeah. Bless you. I had to say that for myself. Knockout of the night. Yeah, yo, Anderson Silva had the moves, man. Yo, Anderson Silva had the moves, man. I might look. If I was much younger, I would try that on somebody, man. He was all right here with him. Look, he sized him up like this. He said, yeah, Yeah, he sized him up. Yeah, that's that Brazilian shit, man. You know, he's Brazilian, so you know he knows how to. That's Spider, man. Spider be moving, man. Spider said, yo, Spider be moving, man. Shout out to the Spider, man. 50 years old. He used to be one of my favorite. Him and Bones Jones, they were my favorite, man. You know, UFC guys. Anderson Silva was taking motherfuckers out. You know, with that MMA shit. He was one of the deadliest dudes, man. You know, until what's the name broke his leg. Remember Chris Weidman? Hopefully I said that right. Weidman. Yeah, he did size him up. He lined him up. He rocked him to sleep. Tyron Woodley was done. That was I'm telling you, that on the main card, that was the knockout, bro. And the ref, shout out to the ref. The ref, I commend him. But more importantly, I commend Anderson Silva showing the Warriors respect. Because he touched gloves. He could have jumped on him and really flushed him out. Because he was on Queasy Street. That nigga said, yo, I went to go out on my shield. No, you did. It sounds good. Bro, you was in bad shape, man. You was in bad shape. He said, now let's see Conor McGregor and Jake Paul. Now I want to see Tyson Fury and AJ, man. You know, that was good to close the year out, you know. I wanna see a real fight now, man. A real dust off. Even though, like, to me, that fight is mad years too late, but it's still, you know, I want to see those two fight, man. Because Tyson Fury, the way he talks shit, I want to see that fight, man. You know? I always wanted to see Wilder and AJ, but it never happened, man. Now Wilder's how they did Wilder, man. Wilder's the LDBC champion, man. He's like, man, he got with those dudes, and that nigga's brand was done. His shit did a about face, man. His shit, once he became their king, right? His brand did about face, man. Ah, man. He said, do you think Wilder's washed up? I just think that he's not getting. Look, AJ just got a mega massive payday. It's alleged that him and Tyson Fury got something lined up. Wilder needs that Usyk payday, man. Give Wilder something, man. I just think Wilder, he did a lot. And he didn't really, he got his shit with Tyson Fury, the trilogy, but he deserves so much more. He deserves much more bigger, massive fights, man. Like when you look at all those guys, Skeezy, let's put this into perspective. Smash the like button, man. Great question. I'm not gonna say he's washed up. I'm gonna say he's washed over. He's washed over. And you're like, what you mean by that? So let's break that down real quick. Shanu's Boxing LLC. Yeah, he's washed over. Anthony Joshua, big, massive fights with losses. He still got a chance to run the bag up. Francis Ngannou, crazy bag, right? Usyk, twice, crazy bag. And he lost. Daniel Dubois, crazy bag, right? When we talk about Wilder, the massive bags he got was with Tyson Fury. He never got, now they're talking about the Usyk fight. Tyson Fury, on the other hand, had Wilder, the Usyk trilogies. This dude, all those other guys got mega bread. Wilder got heavyweight bread, but he only got the mega bread with Tyson Fury. Like, those other guys got crazy opportunities to run it up, man. I ate a Raisin Bran and farted. Okay, that's cool. I dig it. He said he ate a Raisin Bran and farted. What is your name? Bobby McSmith? That's cool. You have one more of those comments, and then one of the moderators, get him up out of here, right? Get him up out of here, man. He said gave AJ highlight fights. Yeah, man. Not only highlight fights, big money fights, man. Big money fights, man. Like Wilder's big money fights was Tyson Fury, man. The trilogies. The other ones he made good money, but it wasn't like the type of bread like Usyk. Man, yo, Usyk and AJ made a killing. Yeah, they made a killing. AJ, come on, man. AJ made it. Look, this shit yesterday, AJ made a killing, man. Man, get him up out of here. Who cares what he's ate, man? He came over here with a goofball, Shadow. He came over here with a goofball comment. Drag him up out of here with the type. Yeah, man. Send him back to the bushes, bro, man. Yo, they like when they was trying to get Wilder the bag, right? Remember he fought in that heavyweight shit. If he would have beat Zhang, he would have got the bag. But remember he did the Mike Tyson. I'm not the Mike Tyson. He did the Michael Jackson spin move, right? And got put. It was like, damn, Wilder. That was like, yo, Zane put him. And then he lost to Joseph Parker. It was like, damn. And then they just, after that, they just shitted on Wilder, bro. They like shitted on. He didn't get his opportunities, man. And I think me personally, it's because he was the king of the LDBC. Remember, they was holding him down. He was their king. Yeah, he was their king, man. That janky ass energy jumped right on that nigga, man. It jumped right on that nigga. He was their king. And that nigga just started getting goofy, man. I'm telling you, that's why you gotta protect your energy. I say over here, you know the vibes, man. Yo, when the vibes ain't right, you gotta get away from that shit, man. All that shit jumped on Wilder, man. He was the king. I was there, right? Look, I watched Wilder's career meticulate, right? I remember when Wilder used to have a low fade, right? Then he got the braids. Then he turned into Black Panther, right? He turned into Black Panther, right? And when he turned into Black Panther, he kind of like, to me, he lost his motion. But prior to that, he used to have a low fade, right? I was there. Him and his ex-wife, she changed up too. Like her whole look now, she never used to look like that. Cause I remember when Shannon Briggs had him under pressure at the Barclays Center. When Shannon Briggs was running around wanting to fight everybody, they used to be scared of that nigga, man. What's up, champ? Look, let's go, champ. He used to run down and shut down press conferences and everything. That's when they was developing Wilder, right? He wanted to fight Wilder. Wilder didn't have that type of image. Wilder started winning, and then, you know, whoever, I don't know who it was, they infiltrated into his camp, and he became like, to this day, right? But then he just became this spoke leader for the black community and all of this, and he ran with that shit. And that shit kind of like, if you know, listen, fuck it, I'm gonna put it out there. If you know Wilder's career, right? Wilder's this pro-activist black dude, right? But the man that was moving him wasn't Al Heyman. It was Shelly Finkel. Shelly Finkel's a Jew. Shelly Finkel was was behind Deontay Wilder, right? But that's a whole nother live stream. I'll get to that another day. CW, what's going on, man?
And not much, man. You know, you talking about the fights last night, so I wanted to come on in and just talk about it a little bit.
Yeah. Drop your source. Drop your source.
Man, you know, I was laughing because I was like every time AJ hit Jake Paul, man, he grabbed him, and it reminded me of Martin, man. He was grabbing him, man, like, you know, he was holding on tight. And then you know that part when Martin told Gina make sure his bank account was he only had $39 and everything. Jake Paul was, like you said, he was scared like a deer in headlights.
Oh yeah, hell yeah,
Straight up.
hell
And
yeah.
I was laughing because it was funny to me, man. So it was a comedy central fight to me, man.
Yeah, well, he was feeling that heat, man. AJ was bringing the missiles, man. You see when his tires weren't flat and the missiles landed, it was good night, man.
Yeah.
It was good night.
Yep. And then it just seemed weird to me, man. Like most of the time, you know, we see boxers at the end of the fight take their gloves off. Man, I didn't understand his brother. We don't have COVID out here. I don't know. Brother was having his gloves on all the way to the locker room and dapping people up, but you was right about the girls was groupies like a mug with him, man.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, he's so fine.
Yeah, nah, they was all my man. My man is a Greek god to them. It's big AJ, man. But you know why I don't think like it wasn't. This was like an exhibition fight, CW. That's why I don't think it really was no emphasis on taking the gloves off because it wasn't like, was this really a sanctioned bout for what organization? WBC, IBF, you know. So it wasn't no urgency for the gloves to be taken off like that.
Okay, it's just weird to me because you know most
Yeah,
of the time,
it's not like it's not. It wasn't like no. This was an exhibition. They fought. It was an 8-rounder. This wasn't like a actual sanctioned bout. Like, granted, if it comes back that AJ pops dirty, what's gonna happen? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't a fight like that, and I think you're looking too much into it. This wasn't no sanctioned bout where, oh, he popped dirty or he did this. That's why they didn't stress taking the gloves right off after the fight and all of that, because it was an exhibition. And I think they had bigger. They had bigger gloves too.
I'm not saying he popped.
Nah, but listen to what I'm saying. I'm giving you an analogy. Like you're worried about he didn't take the gloves off because it's not a real fight. You understand what I'm saying? Like they don't need to check the gloves like that. It's not an actual fight where they're checking the gloves. You know, like all right, I'll break it down like this. Before the fight, you have your gloves, and the commission and everybody's in the locker room. And if the gloves is opened up before they watch you put the gloves on. This wasn't that type of fight like that where they was on it like that. That's what I'm saying. So why would they stress it? Oh, he didn't take his gloves off in the ring. It wasn't no fight like that where they'd be like, yo, make sure somebody's in the locker room to make sure nobody opens up his gloves before he puts his gloves on and all of that. It wasn't no a fight like that.
I wasn't saying that, so but okay.
That CW, that's what you're saying. Because you're saying, listen to what you just said. You said, oh, it's funny that he didn't take his gloves off during the fight. You take your gloves off after the fight when it's an official fight like that. Because they're going to check the gloves. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Why would they check the gloves if the fight's not official like that? You don't take your gloves off. You take your gloves off if it's an official fight in the ring like that. Because they're going to examine your shits and all that. But this is not an official fight.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like you saying he kept the gloves on all the way going back to the what's name?
No, it was weird. It's just weird. I'm not saying that he hiding anything. I'm not saying that. It's weird. Like, you know, like Bogarter, like when she fought, she took one glove off.
Yo, but look what you just said. Look, the Baumgartner fight is an official fight, CW. They fought 12 championship rounds. That was for the belts. You comparing an official fight. Yeah, they fought for the belts. That was an official sanctioned boxing fight. Of course they got to take their gloves off. The commission was back there watching them get taped up and all of that shit. That was an official fight. That was an official fight. AJ and what's the name wasn't an official fight. That was, you know, it was an exhibition. It was a. I'm not gonna disrespect them and say it was a circus because they made a lot of money, but it was a fight. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't gonna, cause you know, it was a fight. But like you just said, look, Alicia Baumgartner shit was for the WBC and then belt she had. The WBC representative, the other belt representative, the Florida, cause that fight was in Florida. So the Florida Athletic State Commission, they was all in that locker room. So you goddamn right, she had to take her gloves off and that what's the name? Cause they gotta take those gloves back, make sure there was no default, none of that. That was,
I didn't know that.
yeah, no, that was a sanctioned fight. That's why. And this like the other kid, the Harvey kid, his fight was sanctioned. Now Anderson Silva and dude shit. I don't know if this shit was sanctioned or not. I know they fighters, but that was on some exhibition too. But the Harvey kids fight, a lot of the other fights on the undercard, they were official sanctioned bouts. So yeah, they was going by a protocol. But AJ and what's the name shit was, you know, I'm not gonna say the circus. It was an exhibition, man. It was an exhibition. So that's why he had his gloves on the whole time. You know, yeah. They fought 8. Yo, listen, when have you ever seen an 8-round fight, CW? Ain't it normally 4, 6, 10? They fought an 8-round. If that fight went the distance, it was gonna be an 8-rounder. If Jake Paul could have made
that up.
yeah, yo, 8-rounder, man. It was an 8-rounder, man. And I think they had, I think either 10 or 12 ounce gloves, man. They don't even fight with those gloves, man. The gloves that they fought, man. You know, but it was entertaining, man. You gotta see, you looking at it as a hardcore CW thumbnail boxing fight. That wasn't a boxing fight, man. Stop looking at it like that, man. Like you said, look at it like the analogy you broke down, which was great. It was Tommy Hearns versus Martin, man. That's what it was. And Jake Paul was Martin, man. He got in there, he felt that power, and he was like, oh, this shit is real. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
This shit is real. But yeah, what did you think about the Alicia Baumgartner fight, man? Since you brought that up.
I think that that girl was ready to go, man.
She was.
She just didn't step on the gas. She just like, I don't know, man. It's like, to me, no disrespect to Derek James, but he ain't it, man. I'm sorry.
That nigga's a straight goofball, man. he be punch drunk, man. He's punchy, man. Every fighter you can tell, right? And I was watching some other content creators. They was on this, right? I got in their chat. They threw my comment out. Yo, every fighter that he works with, they all fight that same bullshit ass style, man. That's how you know. Look, a real coach, right? And I'm speaking from experience from my cousin. A real coach doesn't try to make a fighter fight like him. Everyone, Derrick James fighters all fight the same. A real coach, teacher, takes what the fighter does and finesses that. Right? He finesses that. Alicia Baumgartner, when she was with, her name is The Bomb. When she was with Tony Harrison, she was explosive, The Bomb.
She was. Yeah.
She look, you watch boxing, CW. This is my question to you now. You always ask me questions, right? So this is my question to you. Is she still The Bomb? Did she look explosive last night?
No.
Okay. Look.
Not at all.
Yeah, now I'm on my Johnny Cochran. I rest my case, man. I rest my case, man.
At the end of the last 2 rounds, I thought she lost. I mean, she was getting beat up, man.
Listen. Her head was on the line the whole time, man. Her head was on the line the whole time, man. Her head was on the line the whole time, man. Not only that, right? just like to me, like I always said it in this show now. Yo, Derrick James been an overrated coach forever, yo, forever. But you know, it's boxing. Like I said, boxing is one of the most corrupt politics, relationship type shit. Because there's dudes, right? UGK type of niggas like myself, Underground King. It's in the chat already, Trey. That you know are gems in the game, but you know for whatever reason they get overlooked, they get pushed to the back burners, and all of that. Because to me, like I said, Derrick James is overrated, man. I always said this, and now it's showing. I said Derrick James was a coach that was given a Mercedes Benz, right? Anybody, if you leave off the lot in a Mercedes Benz, you're gonna look good. You're gonna look good.
That's right.
But the real official trainer is the one that can take that Honda Accord and flip it. You see that Honda Accord, now he got rims on it. He got a sound system, he got a paint job. That's the real trainer right there. Like anybody, like I said, Earl Spence was a top tier fighter. Jamel Charlo was a top tier fighter. Right? Ronnie Shields developed what's the name? Charlo. The Mexicans and Earl Spence's uncle developed Earl Spence. Somebody debunk me, right? Them niggas don't never want to debunk me when it comes to EJ because they know I know the source, right? They know I know the source, nigga. So if you get a fight that's already developed, right? Like that's why I like to show me in the gym with the guys, right? And what do I call it? CW fighter development. When you see me in there with Amani or Marley, the young boys developing, right? Now, Derrick James just got the keys to a Mercedes Benz and jumped in it and drove off, right? Because it shows in his teaching, right? And shout out to my cousin. My cousin got with Frank Martin, right? It showed in the teaching. And Derrick was with him. He fought Tank Davis with a stupid game plan. Very dumb. What? Fuck you talking about, nigga? What the fuck are you talking about, nigga? But yeah, Alicia Bumgarner, get away from that nigga, man. He's gonna get you hurt, man. You have limited to no head movement. I'm telling you, look, I'm not gonna give away the source because game is to be sold and not told. But you have a lot of flaws. I know there's a coach that's probably grooming his fighter, and they are going to pick you apart.
Yeah.
They are going to pick you apart, girlfriend. Right?
That's facts, man.
But yo, what you think about the what's the name? Look. Look. Hold on. Yo, what you think about the what's the name? My man said like this. Look. Yo, what you thought about my man right there with the ankle touch and the uppercut? That shit was smooth, man.
That was sick. I loved it, man.
That
man had it. And then hit him 2 more times. He was out. That was it, man.
Yo,
that was cold.
Yo, yeah, you right. I'm gonna use your line on that. Ice cold, because that man was 50 years old and pulled that move off, man. I was like, yeah, I had to give him his homage and pay homage, because I was doing a fight party talking crazy on him, like, yo, this nigga's 50, and then he went in this bag on me, so I had to eat crow real quick, like, nah, my man came off with that shit. That was nice. I definitely got a kick out of that. He said, don't give away the sauce, fam. Nah, never that. I can't give away the sauce, man. They overlooked me, Skeezy. Skeezy, they overlooked me. Oh yeah, that was pretty. That was pretty. That shit was sharp, man. Tyrone Woodley got up, but I like how he did him. He touched gloves with him and he ain't do him dirty. Cause he could have did him dirty. Cause Tyrone Woodley got up and he was still drunk. When they waved the fight off, he looked at the ref and said, "What time did the show start?" He wanted to know, he wanted to know what time the show started. Like, nigga, yo, you just got saved, homie. He's talking like, yo, I want to go out on my shield. No, you don't, man. You went out on your shield, man. That man hit you with that uppercut, almost broke your neck, my nigga. What are you talking about?
Man.
What are you talking about, man? What are you
He was still drunk. He was talking.
That nigga was drunk. He was with a couple of these content creators in their room. He woke up in their room. Yeah. He said he hit him with the Brazilian step punch. Word, that shit was smooth, man. That nigga he hit him. Yo, what's that shit called? That dance shit that they be doing? That powder wah? Yeah, that's what he caught him with. That shit got him drunk. Tyrone Woodley didn't know where he was at, man. He didn't know where he was at. The ref waved the fight off. He looked at the ref like, when time does the show start? The ref was like, yo, man, the ref was like, yo, go have a seat. He was like, what time does the show start? He was like, yo, just sit down, man. Yo, just go sit down. Yo, go sit down, man. Go sit down, man. Word, go sit down, man. Nah, man. But I ain't gonna hold you. MVP, Netflix, it was a good night, man. I liked it, man. See, you know why? And look, cause I wasn't on it like you, CW, right? And look, I'm not gonna call it the circus, but I did not have my expectations up for it to be like bang out fights. So that's why when I got that Anderson Silva knockout, I was impressed. I was happy. And then I was so disappointed, right? Because Alicia Bumgarner's fight was trash, man. That shit almost put me to sleep, man. I was like, yo, this shit is nasty work, man. Nasty. But like, luckily for me, like I said, AJ's fight saved the day. Because AJ put that nigga down. Yeah. I wanted him to do it in the first or second round, how he did Francis Ngannou. But how he set it up, I loved it. Because he hit that nigga in his head, man. AJ hit him with a dirty, illegal blow, man. But it's boxing. Yeah.
I have a question for you, though, Sauce.
Yeah.
I know you got to use 3 M's, you know, media, marketing, manager. I was thinking this. I was like, I wonder how Eddie Hearn's gonna promote that fight with Tyson Fury, man.
That shit gonna be big, man. That shit gonna be.
You know, Tyson was talking all that crap.
Yo.
So
that shit. Yeah, look, I'm gonna use my UK accent. That shit is gonna be massive over there, man. Cause they both for the champions over there, man. It's gonna be a good dust up. That's gonna be a massive fight over there, man. That's gonna once that shit is officially announced, that shit is gonna be massive, man. Cause people want to see that forever. They want. Remember when Tyson Fury knocked off Wilder, they wanted to see that fight, man, but it never matriculated. Because remember, he had to give Wilder the rematch. Because remember, they was gonna do it, but he had to give Wilder the rematch. They blocked it.
Yeah, I remember.
Remember that? It was gonna happen, but they had to give Wilder the rematch, so it never happened. But now, like I said, it's late. It's better late than never, man. I just wish they would give my man the king of Wakanda some play, man. You know. I just don't like how Wilder, how they did him towards the end of his career, man. He put in a lot of work. He had some epic one-hitter quitter knockouts, and he really didn't get his opportunity. Like, hopefully he gets that Usyk fight, man. If he gets beat ups, oh well, fuck it. Let him get some.
I don't want him to get the Usyk fight. I think I wanted him to stay with that plan that he said he was about to do after his last fight. He said he wanted to do a couple more fights and then test himself with the big dogs, man. I think he's gonna rushing it. So
I hear you, CW, but now you're part of the 3M plan, right? Now put your 3M hat on now, CW. Your CW thumbnails, but we're at the executive table right now. Listen to what you just said, right? And this is on live. Does he look like he has that type of fights in him, CW?
me no, but
Like, okay, so look, right there. This is management talk, right? What did you just say? He doesn't look like he has that in him, right? So as a manager, right? If you know your guy does not have those fights in him, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to take the biggest opportunity available, and it's called what? Cashing out.
yeah, we call it, yeah.
So yeah, it sounded good what he said. It sounded good. Yeah, I'm gonna take a couple more fights and then go against the big. Do you have a couple more fights, homie? Like we just watched you on BLK Prime. You look like, it is what it is. But do you have a couple more fights left? He said Wilder got with that brand. Man, Wilder, if he gets this Usyk fight, he needs to jump on it. Hopefully he can land that punch. But that punch ain't the same no more. But hopefully he can land it, and that could spark him again. But if it don't, Usyk touch him up and beat him up, at least he get a nice bag and he can ride off in the sunset, man.
I pray for him, man. He's one of my favorite fighters.
Yeah, he's a real dude, man. He's a real dude. I see him do some of the realest shit as a people's champion. And I don't even fuck with the PBC people like that. But I seen them try to always rush him off in Brooklyn, and Wilder be like, nah, I'm gonna take pictures. Yeah, they used to, because that's how the PBC niggas move. Oh, Hollywood fake ass celebrity type mother. Like, nah, I watched Wilder be like, nah, I'm good, I'm taking pictures. Yeah, they used to always try to rush him off and shit. But Wilder would sit out there and take mad pictures and do it up with the peoples. So I know he's real like that. I just wish they gave him the opportunities like they gave all these other dudes. Cause like I said, Fury, Usyk, AJ, they made crazy. They don't even need to fight no more. Wilder don't need to fight either. But I feel like Wilder, he should have been getting them $40, $50 million paydays, man. He should have been getting them joints, man. He deserved. He put on, man. He had some epic fights, man, and he always fought. He always fought. Wilder is not the most skilled fighter, but he just went out there blood and guts. He threw that wild unorthodox right hand. Thor's ham, I used to call it.
That's what I liked about him. So I liked the old Wilder. I didn't care if he didn't know how to box or nothing, man. But that brother knew how to fight.
Fight, man. He had heart, man. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, listen. I'm telling you, I'm a real spiritual type of dude, right? I knew it was over for that nigga when he fired Mark Breland. I was like, he cursed himself, cause it's like when you have a team. There's certain people that's with you, that God has with you. When you break free of them, you block your blessings, and
Yes, sir.
And I knew when he did that to Mark Breland, it was over. I was like, his shit gonna get raggedy now. Cause I remember when he fought. Niggas don't be wanting to debunk me because they know I was there. I be there. When he fought Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz had him beat, bro. Luis Ortiz had him beat. Mark Breland saved him. Mark Breland did the old school trick, right? Mark Breland put wild Vaseline on that nigga, right? So when he came out, the next round, that nigga had to go back to the corner and they had to take all that shit off, and he was able to get his bearings back together a little bit more. Cause when I tell you, King Kong Ortiz had him out. He was done. He was done. And Mark Breland did that shit the next round. It saved that nigga. And then Wilder went on to knock him out, man. But he was out, man. And then I was like, damn, when he did Mark Breland like that and made Mark Breland the scapegoat and said he put something in his drink and all this other shit, I said, yo, his ship is going to crash now, man. He done blocked his blessing, man. Like, your team is your team, bro. Like, Mark Breland threw in the towel because out of respect, like, yo, that nigga, look, Wilder was bleeding out his ear. Oh, I want to go out on my shield. Nigga, you want to die? These niggas, that shit always sounds good. Yo, nigga, you could have had brain hemorrhage, nigga. You was bleeding out your ear. You was bleeding out your ear. Yeah. But look. When they let him go out on his shield, respectfully, and I don't give a fuck who this offends, fuck all y'all. Because y'all don't support me anyway. Fuck all y'all. Yo, when they let him go out on his shield, right? He's never been the same since. That nigga got face planted. He got face planted against Tyson Fury. Wilder ain't never been the same since, man. Fuck, you want to let him go out on his shield. All the niggas that surround him, they don't give a fuck about him. They don't give a fuck about him. That's why they let Tyson Fury do him like that. That last fight, yeah, he wasn't supposed to go out like that, man. Tyson Fury face planted that nigga, man. Face planted that nigga. He still ain't recovered from that shit, bro. That shit is like Riddick Bowe, Evander Holyfield. Yo, when you fight wars like that, yo, you lose a part of yourself, man. Even Tyson Fury. That's why what's his name was able to get up on him, Usyk, because all the shit that he took with Wilder, man. Them 3 fights took a lot out of both of them, man. Both of them, man. Wilder dropped that nigga mad times, man.
He did.
He was just able to get up. That nigga, like I said, Tyson Fury's another one, man. That nigga's the white polar bear, man. That nigga's just, he's just a big, massive man. What? Yeah, he's just a big, massive man. He said Wilder Vaseline on him. Yeah, Mark Breland did the old school trick, man. He put a blob of Vaseline on his eye, and he had to wipe that shit off. So it gave Wilder extra time when he went back to the corner to get his mind right, man. Cause King Kong Ortiz had him out at the Barclays Center, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, your team is your team, man. When you fuck your team up, man, look, man. Look, that is why I have so much respect for Bud Crawford. And that's why I think Bud Crawford did what he did, because he kept his structure, his team. They always come to you, man. Boxing is a dirty game. These niggas always come to you, the devil, in many forms, and he tries to break your team. And when he does, it's over for you. It's over. It's over. If you don't fuck with the people that was there with you to get you in, and you look, like I said, at the end of the day, he could have parted ways with Mark Breland, but it's the way you do it, right? It's the way you do it. Yo, this is where he cursed himself. He cursed himself because he said a man that obviously has your best interest. Now he wanted to poison you, right? So this man who's supposed to be, your trainer, looking out for you, sent you in there with poison in you. That was never proven, right? Because did anything ever come back that Wilder had something in the system, right? But remember, Mark Breland poisoned his water, man. No test never came back of that, right? But Mark Breland poisoned his water, man. That shit was just bad, man, and it was over after that, man.
Yeah, that was bad, man.
Yeah. And then he got with Freaky Leaky, right? Yeah. It was over there. Like, how is a nigga you beat up gonna be your trainer? Remember, he knocked Malik out, man.
Yeah, he did.
He knocked Malik Scott out. Now that's your trainer. Come on, man. So a nigga that you beat up, he's in the gym telling you what to do. So on a day when you don't feel like doing nothing, and that nigga's trying to tell you what to do, I already know what Wilder said. Man, shut the fuck up before I knock you the fuck out. Right? Yeah, right? Yeah. Yeah, CW, how you think that went, right? If he's in there trying to push Wilder, and he's like, yo, champ, I need 3 more rounds on the bag. And Wilder's like, yo, I ain't doing it. How you think that went there, right? You think Malik pushed the line like, yo, I said 3 more rounds on the bag. Malik ain't say shit, man. Malik remember when he got knocked the fuck out. I said, all right, champ, you know, tomorrow's another day, champ. Right? Yeah, tomorrow's another day, champ. Yeah. Yeah, I need you to do this road work, champ. I need you to put these miles in. Yo, I ain't running. All right, yo, no doubt, champ, you got it. Tomorrow's another day. Hey, come on, man. They don't talk about that though, man. You need a coach, right? Your coach got to be like a father figure, firm, man. Kick you out the gym, turn up on you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't see that with Malik, man. Malik was just one of the guys to me. He was his homeboy. And Wilder turned up on him like, yo, man, I'll slap the shit out of you. All right, champ, you got it, man. I thought maybe you might have wanted to do a couple more rounds. All right?
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah. It is what it is, man. But we setting that up. Hit me up behind the scenes, man. We're gonna set that up. I already got Gumbo on deck. We just gotta get the time now. Just tell me what time you want to do. And
Sauce, I told you to give me the time, brother.
Nah.
I have it up to 11 or whatever.
Nah, cause you gotta get you on the West Coast. So you incorporate your West Coast time with the East Coast, and then I'll get all the guys online. All right. Well, this is the day after Christmas.
Man, I'm ready, man. I got you, Sauce, man.
Yeah, it's the day after Christmas. So just tell me
You gonna laugh, man.
Yeah, just tell me the time. And we'll rock and roll, man. You look at my setup, y'all. We rocking and rolling. Look, me and my man CW Thumbnails, Team Shy News Boxing. We just gave y'all a good hour and a half of boxing content. So when they say I don't come on here and give boxing content, I do. I got a whole page of boxing content. Not only do I have a whole page of boxing content, I have boxing material out there as well. Right? I have a whole catalog of literature, articles.